What the Butere girls were presenting is exactly what is existing in the current political, social, and economic setup. It was a pure expression of where the government of the day has driven us to, or where it has invited us to. Our children are part and parcel of this society. When they came out on the 25th of June last year, they came out in pursuit of their political philosophy. They came out in pursuit of the question of good governance, transparency, accountability, the rule of law, the participation of the people, the involvement of the people. Malala had not staged this play at that particular time. We are having a very, very serious debate where our constitution is at crossroads. And I want to begin by saying and quoting what Sankara said when he was addressing the 39th session of the United Nations General Assembly on the 4th of October, 1984. The speech that he gave was titled, "Freedom Must Be Conquered." It's on that basis, therefore, that I make my submissions, that freedom must be conquered. And then what is freedom? If I was to perhaps expound on my understanding of what amounts to freedom, what I think amounts to freedom has actually been appreciated by our constitution. And to be so much categorical, I am speaking about Article 33 of the Constitution, which has created the freedom of artistic creativity. Artistic creativity and the creation of this freedom has not given the scope or the manner in which this freedom must be expressed. And therefore, I beg to differ with the senior counsel, Professor Ojienda, when he misinterprets Section 27 of the Education Act to say that the minister or the state or any other person who feels displeased or unpleased with the artistic expression of our children can purport to limit that right, that freedom. It is apologetic for Professor to say that the minister whom he praises as his friend, our learned friend, Mr. Ogamba, can then say that Section 27 of the Education Act can have the capacity of limiting the freedoms enshrined under Article 33, the freedom of artistic creativity. The freedom of artistic creativity can exist in different scenarios and different times in a state. It can exist when the people under Article 1 are all in support of the regime of the time. It can also equally exist when the people, and therefore, the limitation of that right cannot be perpetuated by the government so that they can have the moment of silencing the ability of the people to express themselves. When the Butere students spoke, they were speaking for and on behalf of the people. They were expressing the general feeling and the public. What the Butere girls were presenting is exactly what is existing in the current political, social, and economic setup. It was a pure expression of where the government of the day has driven us to, or where it has invited us to. The overriding objective of the child is not applicable when you are seeking the application of the right to self-expression. is only applicable when you are looking at the violation of the rights of a child, perhaps accommodation, education, maintenance, and all that. That is one thing. Number two, Malala's play is only one of the elements of things that are undertaking or taking place in our schools. One, our literature and our Fasihi syllabus has consistently exposed our learners to such kind of political environment. Those of us who read The Animals Farm, those of us who read the Shamba la Wanyama, those who have read the Parliament of Owls, they understand that the political satire is part and parcel of our children's learning. Number two, our children are part and parcel of this society. When they came out on the 25th of June last year, they came out in pursuit of their political philosophy. They came out in pursuit of the question of good governance, transparency, accountability, the rule of law, the participation of the people, the involvement of the people. Malala had not staged this play at that particular time. It is to be ignominious and ignorant to think that our students are not politically conscious. Our students are politically conscious. They are aware of their environment. They are aware of the kind of the government that they would wish to have. The unfortunate thing is that instead of our parliamentarians coming out to ask themselves, what is it that the young people want? Why are we having agitation? We are having politicians, members of parliament, led by my learned friend Mr. Kaluma and my learned friend Senior Council Ojienda, who are apologetic to the establishment. This apologetic approach to the establishment is what is making them myopic, that they cannot even see that the police themselves were involved in violating the rights of our children. Let me ask you as I sum up, what was worse? To tear gas our children or to have them stage the play? So in my view, the intolerance and the excesses of this government, the inability of this government to accept and appreciate criticism and positive criticism is what is ailing this country. Is that he had promised his government that responds the people's plight, a government that respects people's rights, and the opposite did happen. He had promised that he would completely deal and eradicate extrajudicial killings. He had promised that the question of human rights violation would be a thing of the past. What therein after culminated was that extrajudicial killing has become the order of the day. Abductions and enforced disappearances have become the order of the day. And those are the things that made the people of the distance themselves from William Ruto.